Good morning, everybody. You are one workday away from the weekend. Now, I get to brag a little bit. I'm already on my weekend because we didn't have school today. We had a teacher in service day. So, I've started my weekend already. And, funny enough, I have spring break for college next week. So, my life got a little bit less stressful these last couple days. Still have some work to do, but I'm feeling a little bit better. Showered, refreshed, ready to take on whatever I can do this weekend and kind of get back into a fun routine for the next week or so. But part of that is doing our daily video. Today we're starting Exodus chapter 27. Can you believe we are 27 out of 40, 13 out of 20? So we're about 70% done with the book of Exodus. And I can't believe it. I feel like we just started it, and the plagues and leaving and crossing the Red Sea feels like it was all just a couple days ago. Um, but man, we've been doing this for a while. Thank you guys for all the support, or for the little support. Anybody who watches it, I very much appreciate it. And I don't know what else to say. Let's keep going. Let's get more and more people interested in reading the Bible and talking about it with us. So today we have the altar of burnt offering. After the longer chapter yesterday with the tabernacle, we're back down to just 8 verses to start off chapter 27. So let's get into it. Build an altar of acacia wood, 3 cubits high. It is to be square, 5 cubits long, and 5 cubits wide. Make a horn at each of the 4 corners so that the horns and the altar are of one piece, and overlay the altar with bronze. No, I don't want that. Make all its utensils of bronze, its pots to remove the ashes, and its shovels, sprinkling bowls, meat forks, and fire pans. Make a grating for it, a bronze network, and make a bronze ring at each of the 4 corners of the network. Put it under the ledge of the altar so that it is halfway up the altar. Make poles of acacia wood for the altar and overlay them with bronze. The poles are to be inserted into the rings, so they will be on 2 sides of the altar when it is carried. Make the altar hollow out of boards. It is to be made just as you were shown on the mountain. So, this is what the altar is supposed to be made out of. We get back to the acacia wood, but we have bronze now instead of gold for the altar. We have shovels, sprinkling bowls, meat forks, and fire pans. But they still use the word utensils. So that was interesting, or maybe that was just translated after. But yeah, everything has an overlay of bronze. Acacia wood, like I said, is back into it, and we have different dimensions for the altar itself. And yeah, so hopefully, well, not hopefully, but I know that these aren't the most interesting stories. We're just learning about how things were supposed to be made for the tabernacle and the things inside of the tabernacle. Um, so I appreciate you guys sticking with this. It's not the most eye-opening stuff. We don't get an ocean splitting in half and pillars of fire and cloud every story, but it is all important. Is in the Bible, so it's important. That's what my fiance's pastor in Pennsylvania. He starts all of his sermons by saying to his congregation that we know all Scripture, and then the congregation responds, all Scripture, and then he asks them again. He's like, "Are you sure all Scripture?" And they're like, "Yes, all Scripture." So we know that all Scripture is important, whether or not it's dimensions of an altar or the flood or the great Exodus, Cain and Abel, any story that we've gone over so far. It is all important because it is in the Bible. So that's it for me today. Enjoy the start of your weekend. It's Friday, the fun day. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning with another reading and another update on my weekend. All right, see you then.